Welcome to the Creepy Metal Podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Will
and Stephanie,
and this is another episode of the Creepy Metal Podcast. How's it going, everybody? It is a wonderful weekend, and we are here in, where are we at?
Huntington Beach.
We're in Huntington Beach.
Yep.
Talking about all kinds of good stuff.
Small party.
A lot has happened in 2 weeks. So we took a break off because we had to, gig and travel and drink and stuff. So, yeah, so now we're back.
Back to the saddle again.
Yeah. So, Stephanie, how has been your last couple of weeks? You got any stories from the road? What's happening?
Well, it's difficult when we have a girl with 3 boys, and traveling for 8 hours. But hey, it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. We're never bored. And, we always have to find the one person that's always wanting sex everywhere. But we won't say where. So we always have to watch everybody. We're all like kids.
Yeah. Some of us more than others. Sure. Yeah, and then, Stephanie, what was the interesting thing that happened in Arizona at the hotel? It was a really cool little thing.
Well, I mean, all it was just an easy breezy, almost hitting each other's car doors as we're parking right to the hotel in the front. So we park it, and someone goes to almost open the door, and a guy, shows his anger emotion.
I was the one almost opening the door.
But you stopped it. You
didn't
didn't hit it.
You
didn't yank it, because I would be going way out and just wanging it, wanging on the door.
Right.
So as he stops, he turns, and of course he's got to show his masculinity, I guess. So as I get out, because I have to go into the Hilton Hotel to check in.
Oh yeah, shout out to Hilton.
Oh my God, you definitely have to go to that place. That is so fun and exciting. It's got this elevator out. You get to see everything on open elevator, like all windows. It's
and
so
hopefully
cool.
Your room doesn't smell like poop.
That I didn't have to endure.
Yeah, that was good.
But again, the boys could have complained, and said, hey, I don't like the pooping room.
Right.
But it's fine. So
you were going checking in.
I was checking in, and then I guess the guy in the other car that we almost hit.
Oh no, the guy mouthed off to you.
Yes, as I'm walking in to the hotel, he's saying something, and I go, What? What did you say? What? But that's all I said. And I kept walking, and as I go into the hotel to the check-in, there's someone in front. There's only one other person to do the checking in. So I calmly wait, but then I guess that's his wife. And then she goes, oh, you're not cutting in front of me. I'm first. You're not cutting me. And it's just, she kept on, but I was nice at this time, because usually I'm not. I will badmouth back and da-da-da-da. But I was calm, and I just ignored her and looked like I was on my phone. And then the best part, well, it's not the best, but it was funny because a check-in secondary person comes to theirs, and she runs to that, and in seconds they couldn't get her in there, and she had to leave, so it didn't look good. But as I'm turning around, I'm noticing these 3 big dudes who are band members with me are actually having to watch, because the guy does this.
Oh yeah, so on the back side of that, we have our singers back. Well, actually, we have each other's back. We're on the road. Any touring bands, you know how it is. If something happens to one of you, it happens to all of you. So, we all jump in. Yes. Just part of the road.
And sometimes we do look a little different than others.
We do.
Rock band members are, dressed a little differently.
A little bit, yeah. So anyways, the guy mouthed off to the singer, and then we saw that. So I got out of the car, and I walked up to him, and our bass player also walked up to him. It was really weird, though. I got to say this. My bass player unbuttoned his shirt and walked up to him. I didn't do that. I'm still a little fuzzy on why he unbuttoned his button-down shirt to expose his manliness.
Well,
you
don't you know who I am?
So look at all that unexercised manly goodness. I'm not sure why my bass player did that, but the guy got suddenly really scared and says something to the effect of, "We don't do that in Arizona," and then quietly got back in his car. We kept apologizing, but you could tell he was really intimidated. I don't know. Maybe it was thought of prison sex with the bass player, or it could have been he got intimidated by me. I don't know. We didn't yell at him, but
I think he thought it was just going to be me getting out of a van and think it's a bunch of kids, and then all of a sudden the kids were quite large and big, and I think that's when he kind of shut up.
Yeah, he kind of shut up,
Yeah.
and then our drummer was kind enough to go into the lobby to see if Stephanie needed a hand with her issue.
He was in the background.
Yeah, so that all in all, it was very interesting. Thanks to Arizona. Gosh, guys, I loved. We were in Tucson. That was so interesting. It reminded me of, if any of you guys are familiar with Taft, California, Oildale, California, Buttonwillow, California.
Buttonwillow?
Buttonwillow.
I love that.
That's a Buttonwillow, California.
Do some
That is that's what our view of Tucson was like. Very interesting. Yeah, didn't see a whole lot of tinfoil and no light bulbs. If you know, you know.
But some butt warming.
Some butt warming. Yeah, the show was great. I saw our friends from Curfew. Shout out to Laura and the boys.
Yeah, great performance. Awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Yeah, and then we went out to eat with a fan. A bunch of us went out to eat with a fan, and then yeah, it was pretty interesting.
It was fun.
It was fun. Yes.
That's the important reason for us to go through hell and back.
Yeah.
To have fun and entertain people.
Yes, it was loads of fun. Sunday was pretty okay. A little weird on the food purchasing there at the Hilton. Thanks for not clearing that up at all. We didn't know if we had to pay or not had to pay.
It's $16 a breakfast. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was free. Sorry about that.
It was like a little fruit roll up or something for $16 or something.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
but the bar was right there and ready.
And the bar was right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a drummer made use of that. Yeah, that was a pretty good show. So we're back. And any rock news, any relationship news, any work news?
Work, not play. You know what? I want to let you know that I'm not a fan of the Dolly Parton and Judas Priest, Rob.
Halford.
Yeah, I'm not.
You weren't liking it.
I'm not. I don't understand it. And believe me, I think we should always have different music so we don't get bored. I get it. I totally get it. But the twang isn't the great thing. You know what I mean? I'm just not into it.
You weren't vibing it.
Yeah.
You weren't vibing it.
Yeah.
I also heard the first track, one of the early tracks here with Rob Halford and
Dolly Parton.
And Dolly. I like the chorus. I gotta admit, I had a different viewpoint. I like the chorus. Did I like the verses? And I don't know. For me, no. I
didn't like it.
I gotta say, probably not. Rob Halford's on Rob Halford's parts, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, because he's in his lane.
And it's also metal. He's used to. She's not metal.
Yeah, and I'm not saying an artist shouldn't explore different genres. Hell, I love different genres of music.
You do. You like more than I do.
Right.
Yeah.
I love country. I love bluegrass. I love old school country music.
I don't.
Marty Williams, Hank, Johnny Cash.
No, thank you.
Waylon, Willie. I love all those guys. But I don't know. To me, I kind of felt like it was a bridge too far.
I'm not relating as I'm listening.
You know who also made a crappy album is Metallica with Lou Reed. Do you remember that Lou Reed Metallica album they did?
No, I remember. Is that the one where they did the orchestra?
No,
with that?
no.
I like the orchestra, sort of.
Lou Reed was in an alternative. If I'm wrong, guys in Radio Land, tell me. Lou was in a band called the Velvet Underground in the 60s. And I've heard it. Not my cup of tea. Definitely not my cup of tea. But they did
Do
a
you
whole...
drink tea?
Yeah, I do like tea.
Oh, okay,
I love
okay.
tea.
Green tea or
I
black
love
tea?
green tea. Both.
Uh-huh.
Earl
With
Grey.
the honey and the lemon,
Yeah.
or just that? Uh-huh.
Yeah,
All right.
I love me some Earl Grey
go
too.
ahead. Pardon.
Yeah. I love tea. So, yeah, he did that. It just wasn't a great album. I mean, it was panned by everybody. But then the next, 2 years later, they got another awesome album. So, I don't know. I think it might have been Saint Anger, which was an okay album, not the greatest that people like, but I saw those guys tour on that. I love that album. So that maybe that's just me. Who knows? Let's see. What else do we got? What do we got on relationship stuff?
What, with guys or girls or what?
Yes, either one.
I think that men like to have sex.
Oh, right. Just does.
Yeah. I think that's one thing. I think of all things.
Pretty sure it's not just stuff. I've heard you talk.
Well, penis and cock. I use that because I think it's, just very simple, and you're not this or that. I like penis and cock. I think it's good. Let's take on the balls.
Yep.
The balls are blasting. No, I think, you gotta kind of, it's like hard nowadays as you're dating and stuff, which, I try not to because I am too afraid. But.
Well, you pick shitty guitar players to date, so that's number one. Maybe date a better guitar player who's more talented.
Or don't be into doctors and lawyers and, construction workers, whatever. Anyway, keep it simple. That's what you got to do with guys because, as we know, one of our band members is always trying to have nice hardcore sex with whoever. And
we're
fine.
talking about Stephanie on that, by the way, guys. She's saying her friend, but we know. No, I'm joking. It's not her. Or is it? Yes, one of our members is quite randy.
Yeah. Fun. But you know what else? So I want to vent to last night.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, of course, we are told that we can go out to Jose Mangan.
Yeah,
right?
okay, so Jose Mangan from SiriusXM Turbo, we got an invite to a party he was having.
His birthday party.
Right, wanted to charge us money for his birthday party.
And it was listing that.
Yeah, it was listing that, which was really odd. So we went. There was hardly anybody there. I mean,
yeah, because it was close by me in Huntington Beach. So I said, "Hey, let's just do it. It's cool, and it's right down in Seal Beach, I think."
And we got a late start because we got busy doing other stuff, so we didn't even make it over there till like 10, right?
Actually, I said I don't like being on time. It just looks bad upon us. You always have to be a little late and tardy.
But they did have the promise of tacos.
It was outside of it, yeah.
Outside tacos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, guys. If you've been to shows, you got the outside taco, not even a van. It was like a tent.
Yeah.
Like a canvas tent making tacos.
Yes.
Anyways, go on.
Well, I mean, we were kind of nervous because the parking I thought was going to be and everybody was going to be in line to get in, and I thought it was going to be just a madhouse, right? Metal madhouse, get it? Because it's to metal. And so I thought it was going to be packed. It was not packed. We even parked in this other parking. We had to get out. We had to park closer to them. I think maybe there was 30 cars, or 20 maybe. But it wasn't busy, and there was nobody waiting in line and stuff. So I literally...
There was no line.
There was no line, no. So I literally went right to there, and the guy is pigging out with the tacos as he's talking with the food coming out of his mouth. He's going, yeah, who are you? Who are you? So I tell him Stephanie, and da-da-da-da, I'm in the band, da-da-da. Yeah, I gotta look you up. And he's spitting, and the food's coming out, so I have to, step back. And that's when he's literally telling me no. He's going, nope, you're not on here. So who else is? So I'm giving other names because one of our band members did recommend that we go, and I gave his name.
First and last.
And
no clue.
Nope.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
So of course I'm trying to do my charm. You know, my tits are hanging out. I'm trying to be sexy. I'm trying to do the right thing.
And guys, I'll post some pictures of that.
I, you know, tried to be nice. I tried also to be nice and say, well, I'm sorry, you know, didn't realize I had to put my name in, da-da-da. So he's still pigging out, eating, and, you know, almost vomiting out. And he's going, no, sorry. And I'm just going, but I don't understand. Like, isn't it $30 or something? Or I guess it's private. You don't have to pay. I'm assuming that. Not. I'm thinking, are you out of your? There's nobody around. You should be lucky to have us actually in there because there's nobody there.
Right, and there was maybe there was like 30, 40 people in there.
Yeah.
In that building, because it looked like a lot of dead space. At least when we were there. Yeah. Everybody was outside.
Affliction.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, flick that, because it was my first time that I got to know.
That was the first time she got to know, fellas.
First time in my life. So all of a sudden I just go, what is it worth waiting for again? Never again. So it was very nice because Will actually felt bad for me and took us out to a very fun party.
Yes, we did.
He just out of the blue takes us, and there's literally, what is it, a Chinese place?
I don't know what it was. It was
Chinese.
It was called Jade, and it's in Huntington Beach.
No, it was like probably Seal, I thought.
Okay, so
it was close to
a place called Jade in Seal Beach. Nicest place. And you know what? The people were so freaking cool.
The band was actually fun.
The band was completely different than what we do, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to enjoy it, but just watching that they had a fan or following or whatever, I don't know, but they had a fun time. So anyway, it was really fun.
Oh, and let's not forget about the chef.
Oh, I know the chef, because they were telling us the food is closing like now. So, you know, you got to hurry up and sit down and da-da-da-da. But it was so nice that the chef guy, when we finally sat down, actually came and brought it to us.
He brought it to us, you guys.
It was so nice.
When's the last time that's happened in Seal Beach, that the chef comes out? And he says, like, hey, you know, I don't have much because I'm getting ready to close the kitchen. And I mean, we were just like whatever you got, man. I mean,
I'm thinking like, let's get the fries and the, you know.
Right, because we didn't get
the bread.
We didn't get our Jose Mingan tacos.
Yes, the $30 that I didn't get to pay, thank God. But
yeah, so so it was really nice. And the guy brought out the food, and the oh my gosh, it was a completely different scene than what we're used to.
We also, you know, got a good fun picture of the other butler. I like that.
Oh yeah, and the music was great. It was covers, and it was like you know, all your 80s fare, but it was really nice. We were comparing notes. I was like, wow, this is so different than what we do, but I can appreciate it, like, because I don't always get to see music like that, just because of the music that we do and where we play at and the places and the venues, and, you know, taking a look at how they kind of keep everything really small and compact on this. It wasn't even a stage, but just this little cutout. And it was so cool because, you know, it's just like, oh, okay, these guys, I don't know where they are, but they're on a smaller scale than what we do. But it was so cool to see that. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was, like, interesting that they like it. Because it looked boring as hell. Like I said, the poor drummer, he's just like, pat-a-toot, tat-a-toot.
Yeah, he's definitely not our type of drummer.
When I'm used to our drummer is like, you know what I mean, like crazy.
Oh yeah, ours is a monster.
Yeah, so that's what I kind of always say, oh my God, like he's enjoying this boring, like,
He did.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I didn't ask. But yeah, so it's just interesting how, you know, we like to like be as crazy as we can, but then, you know, people just love the music that they know,
right? More
than just new stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting that they kind of tied all that together. Yeah, very cool. And the food was great. So a shout out to Jade. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Hey, and I just read that our friend Kelly Raven played at the Rainbow last night. Man, we are so sorry we missed that. Didn't even see that posted or anything. So Kelly Raven, the Kelly Raven Project, shout out to you guys. very good friends of ours. They're going to be performing with Phantom Fire in San Jose June 15th. So, be on the lookout for that. So, Northern California. And then, let's see, Phantom Fire will be in Las Vegas May 3rd, Friday night at the Double Down Saloon.
Double Down? You know, I like going down.
That's what I hear. That's what the word in Arizona was.
I haven't done a double down, but let's go down.
That's not what I heard, but yeah.
Well, actually, we have to drive down, so this kind of makes it all understandable.
Right, yeah.
Going down, driving down, doing down,
It's
double
actually,
down,
it's
down,
actually
going down.
I think it's north of Los
we
Angeles.
are?
Yeah, so it's northeast.
Oh.
Las
pardon
Vegas.
me.
Yeah, we're in another state.
I'm just used to Arizona doing down.
Right. Yeah. So that's what we have for the rock news, and that's some of our news that we've had in the last 7 days and last 24 hours. So what do we got relationship-wise? Okay, so Stephanie likes penis and cock.
That's all. As we're trying to write a new song, I'm just going, let's put in the penis and cock. But no, he says no. It's a cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not into penis and cock.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
Yeah, he's not into that.
No, other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll take
push the pussy. Yeah, that's what he's saying. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with that. Yeah. Acquired taste, but yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's great. So any more? No other relationship stuff? No. That's it. Work going okay?
No, not good at all. But that's okay.
Work sucks balls.
Yes.
Old man balls too, by the way, not young guy balls.
No, it's bad. No, I think I'm gonna be, exiting out from the bikini and lingerie, the panties. It's getting bad.
Because our listeners love those segments that we did on your panties and, well, not your panties, but that came out wrong. On the customers' panties and secret buying tricks for the lingerie.
The panties of all time.
Right. Everybody loved that. So
everybody loves it. But I am going to start my own bikini line, so we'll have plenty to talk about with that. So bikinis,
and we
schmeenies.
will, and that'll be coming out here in just a couple of weeks. So we're actually doing some finishing some photography and loading up the website stuff. So
and then hopefully you can enjoy it. I'll show you the website, and I hope you like it.
Yeah, and she sounds really great, even with no sound. So if you guys just want to watch her for the videos.
If you think I suck at singing, it's okay.
No, I did not say that. You're awesome.
Fuck this.
All right, so we're taking a look at the creepy side of stuff. So I think the last time I looked at the Sierra sounds from 1971. So today we're going to take a look at a different part of the country. We're looking at Alaska.
Talk about down. It's a long time ago.
Right. So we're looking at some weird shit that happened in Portsmouth and Chatsmouth, Alaska. And this goes all the way back to 1786. So
1786 is very long moon away.
Yeah, so back then there was this area of Alaska near the Kenai Peninsula. So if any of y'all are familiar with Alaska at all, it's that little peninsula. Who? I didn't say penis. I said peanut.
Penis and coal.
Kenai Peninsula. So you guys know what Alaska looks like. There's a little strip of land surrounded by water. That is the Kenai Peninsula on the lower part of it.
Penis and coal.
Right. So anyhow, you're getting me distracted. So anyhow, some weird shit has been happening out there. Historically, the native culture, the indigenous cultures out there, did not settle this area that became Portsmouth and Portlock and Chatsmouth. Portlock. I'm sorry, I got that wrong, you guys. So there was a guy, though. There was a British Royal Navy captain named James Cook. Like Captain Cook. Royal Navy captain.
Was he a chef?
No, Captain Cook was not a chef. Captain Cook was, anyways, he was on a trip there to kind of discover the land and find out what was going on. So he took a guy named trader named George Dixon and another guy named Nathaniel Portlock, who later that's what they would name the town.
Sounds like Dick and Cock to me.
On a three-year voyage from 1785 to 1788, and they found this plot of land. Again, remember, the indigenous culture did not settle there because of some weirdness that had even happened before that.
So what's weird?
Oh, so the weirdness. Yes, let's get to the weirdness.
Let's get the weirdness.
Okay, so the weirdness. This is what Captain Cook had journaled about during his trip. He saw his crewmen had seen creatures, really tall, big creatures, along the bay, and then a couple of times they had seen a majestic white Caucasian woman.
Oh, damn them!
Right, which shouldn't have been there, especially in 1780, whatever. It was mostly indigenous culture. 1780 something. That was you.
That was me back in the day. Don't they say like your other reincarnation or
right,
something?
Right.
That was probably me.
That was probably you.
That's what is wrong with me.
So they saw this. So they saw this woman, Caucasian woman, shrouded in white, with a white glow, and with two wolves. And they
white glove or white glow?
White glow. A white glow. Sorry, did not.
My white gloves.
Enunciate on the right syllable.
Pardon me.
So yeah, so these were things that they were writing about. These were some accounts by them. And so what happened in 1788? No, it must have been. I take that back. 1867. The United States buys Alaska from Russia. Right, so 1867, and then in 1900, there is the first start of commerce there in Portlock, and it is a cannery for fish. And so, there's where some of the weirdness starts happening. Is that there are accounts of when it was a cannery that people would go to work there, and then not want to come back because of what they saw. Right, so it could have been a creature. It could have been 18-inch footprints.
Penis or cock.
18-inch footprints. 18-inch footprints. And then they would find bits and pieces of like a moose. Right now, if you guys have ever seen an adult moose, at the shoulders they're what, 7-8 feet tall.
Are you talking about men, or are you talking about an animal?
An animal.
Oh, pardon me.
Not your ex named Moose.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephanie's got an ex named Moose. You guys got to find out about that story. Yeah. Anyhow, moose. Anyways, bits and pieces of a dead moose next to 18-inch footprints. And if you looked at a 7-8 foot tall, at the shoulders, full-grown adult male moose, those things are huge. That's like 1,400 pounds, easy. And there's just bits and pieces of it. And so, on the other side of that, though, the cannery does write, yes, the indigenous culture did work there. They left, but then the next season they came back. And that was that was 1900. So then in 1921, the U.S. government decides to put a post office there. And that is where the crazy madness starts happening.
Now it's getting good.
Right, because the post office was only there because the number of people started growing, and because the people were growing, then they required a post office. So that's when this was built in 1921. And so some weird...
That means people were having sex amongst themselves. That's good.
I'm sure that's probably what
that's how they...
They probably did that
out.
on the days off. Yes. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, go ahead.
They probably did that. Maybe listen to some Metallica.
And penis and cock. All right, let's do it.
And maybe some Metallica. Yeah. What was that again?
Penis and cock.
Okay. So, anyways, so they developed a post office to go along with the growing population, and where the weirdness starts coming in is that people were just dying. There's one account that I'm looking at right now, and it was from an interview from 2009 of the Homer Tribune, in Nonwallock elder named Melania Helen Kell, who was born in Port Chatham in 1934, gave insight into the demise of her own hometown. She explained that her parents, along with the rest of the village, grew weary of being terrorized by a creature, the Alutik, called a Nantanak, meaning half human, half beast.
Knock a knock. How about knock it tonight, baby?
Okay. She said that many of the focus.
Yep, I'm right on you. I'm right on you.
Focus.
Yep.
Because she said many of the residents refused to venture into the surrounding forest and over time abandoned their homes and the village school and moved up the coast to Port Graham. That is crazy. So most of the town where they built this thing,
the post
gone.
office.
Right. And people were dead. They were finding body parts in the river. There was an account of hunters going in and then never coming back and finding their body parts in the bay and in the rivers that would run along.
So how can they die?
Nobody knows. And then people would go and try and find them, and they'd find these 18-inch, 19-inch footprints in the mud, but nothing.
Big Sasquatch.
Who knows what it was? They never. And so one guy.
Nobody saw like a photo of him or anything.
In 1921? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe there was. Yeah.
Like they never said like, oh, this is what this big thing, looked like or anything. They didn't say any of that.
No, the closest thing.
Just saw the footprints.
The closest thing. There is one story, and I see where you're going with this. It was a goat hunter in 1968 claimed to have been chased by a creature while hunting in the area. In 1973, the hunters took shelter there during a 3-day storm and claimed that each night something walked around their tent on what sounded like only 2 feet. So those are some of those things.
A bear?
A 2-foot tall bear walking? Yeah, I suppose it could be, like a Kodiak or like something like that. What was interesting to me as I read this thing, and it was an account in 1990, an Anchorage paramedic was called out to aid a 70-year-old native, so if you do the math on that, right, 1990,
no, I can't
70,
do math.
So 1920. Yes, you can.
Well, I don't want to.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Who had suffered a heart attack but was incarcerated in the Eagle River Jail north of the city. While treating the man, the paramedic had mentioned that he had hunted in the area of Port Chatham. The elderly man sat up, grabbed the medic by the t-shirt and asked, "Did it bother you? Did you see it?" That's some crazy shit.
Ooh.
That is some crazy shit. Now, I know natives, we don't really talk about this stuff. We don't even like to talk about it just because, I don't know if superstition. I don't know if because of maybe in past generations some bad things have happened. Hey, I've seen some weird shit. I'm Native American. Mm-hmm. I've seen some weird shit that I can't explain. So maybe you don't want to talk about that because you don't want to bring it upon yourself. But I thought it's interesting. What do you think about, Steph? What are your thoughts on that? On like something that is tearing people apart, leaving bits and pieces of them all over, and most of the town moving to a whole other town. What are your thoughts on that?
They could have gotten an STD from their penis and cock mission. I don't know, and that could have killed them all.
Right.
No. Way off.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, like that stuff is overwhelming for me to think it through because I'm no scientist in logic of all time. So I always kind of just go, oh yeah. I'm just picturing, he's the Sasquatch, of course, with the big hair, with a mohawk, and he has it in purple. And he's walking around and he's slapping some bitches. You know what I'm saying? With his big, foot.
It sounds like you're describing a mix of me and Tony. And a little bit of Angel as you're describing it. Sounds
I'm trying to put I'm with you guys too much. I don't know.
It kind of sounds like the three of us montage. I'm like, wait a minute.
Actually, you can see us, May 3rd in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you guys can see us. Yeah,
and then you'll say, "Oh, I get what Stephanie had put
right.
Cocked together." Yeah. Anyway.
Right. So
cocked up. Something.
Cocked up. Cooked up.
Cock it up.
Cocked it up, right. So anyhow, this went on until 1950. And in 1951, so it lasted for pretty much 30 years of crazy drama bullshit. of people dying left and right, not being found until 1951, and that is when the post office finally closed down. And so, and let's say that's like on a Friday night. What do you think it would be like on a Thursday night and you're the last person there? What would your thoughts be? The whole town's gone, hundreds and hundreds of people, body parts all over, nothing can stop, kill, reason with, whatever is out there. What's your Thursday night look like?
I would be pissed off that I'd have to masturbate.
Okay. Me, probably not so much. I'd probably want to sleep somewhere other than there. Or, you know what? How about I just find another job?
Very well said. I love it. It sounds beautiful.
Here's your fucking keys.
I'm going
I quit.
to the Pussy Push Show.
I'm getting to the,
Where's the stripper joint, man? I gotta get laid. Oh.
Wow. So, yeah, that is what happened. I thought it was a very interesting story. And you guys, you can look this up. You can go on to Wiki. You can go on to YouTube. You can find a lot of history about Portlock, about Chatmas.
Portlock, Alaska. Not Port Cock.
It's not Port Cock. I know, yeah. Yeah, because it was founded with that Nathaniel Portlock guy.
Lock it in the cock.
Yeah. So that is some creepy goodness right there, you guys. If you've never heard of that, take a look at that. Now, here's what's interesting is nobody has lived there. It's been abandoned since 1951. So now it's 2024, and now they're thinking about reestablishing a settlement there.
So maybe you could go there to move if you're not liking where you live.
No. I love where I live. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So hopefully maybe they got a better, thing on post office. Maybe the Sasquatch just didn't like the mail. You get all that junk mail and shit, right?
Correct, I do. Yeah, I don't even really go to my mailbox.
Let's say he's getting all this like junk mail and shit.
Of it.
And he's like, "Fuck this, man. I asked you guys like 4 times not to send me." Oh, okay, maybe he didn't ask. Maybe it was. So he did that like 4 times.
Or maybe he wanted metal music and they played Elevator. It's the way it is. I hate when I go into stores or, places and they play this classic music. Or I just go like, oh my God, I can't stay here for long. I can't. Gotta hurry up.
Like, what's your worst kind of music you don't like? Like Barry Manilow? Is it like Three Dog Night?
Which my mom made me listen to. Let's stop there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was too much for me. Yeah.
Your person of the year.
Yeah.
So what's your worst music you hate listening to when you go shopping?
I think, you know what? I think it is like classical. I don't get like that. Or maybe just like it's basic, boring music.
So if it was like monkeys having sex, you'd probably stay till it closed and stuff?
Watching? Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good way to get Stephanie's...
I'm going to see if they have penis and cock.
That's a good way to get Stephanie's business, you guys. Monkeys having sex.
Oh, you go with that.
Yeah. That's going to be our intro for our next show. Yeah, we're going to download some of that.
Yeah.
So that is some interesting stuff, you guys. Hey, before we go, what are your top 5? What do we got? Top 5 what?
I didn't know.
How about top 5 hotels so far?
Yeah, well, you know what I'm going to say first. So we'll have to go with 5.
5 being the lowest. What are you... For the gigging bands out there...
Well, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna give. It's funny because I had to look for Las Vegas, and I think it was interesting just looking at their hotels.
Yeah.
So, of course, I say number 5, which would be the lowest, right?
Lowest.
No. Yeah, number 5. I would definitely go with something like. Let's see. What's one that I'm okay with? I can't say I would like Best Western. I'm not doing the motels 6, 7, 8, 10, 20. I'm not doing those.
You don't like the no-tell motel?
No. We have to go into... So, I like, of course, Best Western's okay, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been in a Best Western for a long time. So, we'll go with 5. 4, let's go with... we have to scroll down to... Who's number 4? What do you people like? Do you like 4? Do you like what do you hate? What do you love?
I think they like the Motel 8.
Yeah. Motel 8. Motel 20. Okay, so yeah, there's so many. I don't even know where to begin on that. But number 4, let's go with the Hyatt. Is nice.
Can't go wrong with the Hyatt.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. 3 would be what's a place that you don't feel so scared of, but you know, it's mediocre.
I would say the Balboa Bay Resort.
No, that's expensive. That's a beautiful place. You're looking at expensive ones here. We need some cheap ones. Let's go with Las Vegas. So number 3. We're going in number 3. Let's go with we're not going to Trump. Let's see. Keep going. Let's see. What's another one? Fontainebleau. Sounds beautiful.
Who's she?
Fontainebleau sounds beautiful. How about Four Seasons Hotel?
Four Seasons looks nice.
Yeah, Four Seasons. All right, that'll be our third.
Wow.
Now the second, I'm excited already. It's actually, this hotel is for real, called the Virgin. It's called a Virgin Hotel.
And none of us in this band are familiar with those at all. Not since Reagan was in office.
I'm still virgin, so let's just keep it. I can relate. So I got so excited looking at it. It's literally called Virgin Hotel. And you know what's crazy? I was looking at the pricing, and on a Thursday, it was only $56. I was like, oh my God, this is a great deal. On Friday, it just went way up to like $200-300 a night. It was
That's crazy.
It was like so funny because I'm like, I gotta look at this place. I mean, I love the Virgin. So yeah, Virgin is definitely going to be the second, just for what it says. And then number 1, of course, is always what I always get the boys their rooms is the Hilton.
The Hilton rocks.
The Hilton is always pretty good, but except for that $16 breakfast that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hilton, I always do with points. That's why I do it. And there's always going to be a Hilton no matter where we go.
The only bad time at the Hilton is when we walked in and that one person was banging some chick on cocaine in our room.
That is a band member.
Yeah. So then
That's a band member.
And so
That's not
Stephanie went to go kick them out.
I didn't kick them out. I just wanted to go and see if there's anybody in their room.
And then Stephanie didn't come out for like 5 minutes. And her face was all flustered and sweaty. Like, what were you doing in there for 5 minutes?
I was cleaning their room.
Shut the fuck up, Will. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck this.
It's none of your goddamn business what I
do. So yeah. So come on. Band members, you really think they're all going to be goody two-shoe? Please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you like to be goody two-shoe.
I am goody two-shoe. I don't
care for it. So yeah. Life is short. So always make sure that you have fun and you go somewhere.
Right, yeah.
Go to the Hilton.
And make sure you don't get an HPV either, or SUV. HVP, yeah. Do you think you can have like HPV enough to where it just doesn't even care about you anymore?
Sure, sounds great. Virgin, go to the Virgin Hotel.
Okay, and so my top 5 are going to be dog breeds, because I am big on dogs. I love my puppy. And just to let you guys know, if you want to know what I have a Lhasa Apso Poodle mix. So Lhasa Apsos are, they're actually a breed from China. And they were used at,
for love.
They were used at,
what do you call them? Not to eat them.
Where the monks live. At their, not shrines, they're,
Buddhist?
Oh, but where they live. They're wherever they. Anyways, they used them as guard dogs, not because they're big dogs, because they're really loud and they're very protective and they're very untrusting animals. So yeah,
well, that's what you love.
So that's what I love, and mine's a poodle mix. So my dog, she's very loyal. She's very sweet and cuddly. Some of you guys have seen her. She's awesome. Let's see. My next one is going to be the French Bulldog. Just pretty little puppies. That's my number 4. I love the French Bulldog, or just bulldogs in general, or little. Yeah. And my next one's going to be the Pit Bull. I love Pit Bull.
It's good. Yeah.
I love the little Pit Bulls.
I wish everybody would love Pit Bulls.
What do you like about Pit Bulls? Because you
They're
have,
very loyal. That's for one. They appreciate anything that you do. It's nice, of course, not mean. But yeah, no, they're just loyal, and they're actually just lay around. Oh, I thought that was the dog. I was trying to get you to, let the dog over.
Oh,
My dog.
Right, little pit bulls. My number two is going to be the German Shepherd. Now, I had a German Shepherd when I was a little guy, and I just loved it. They're just like friendly.
They're very protective.
They are very protective.
That's why they're called security.
Right. And I would say
they will take your arm off if you break in.
That's true. And I would say the most hairiest, nicest breed that I like is the Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
Or any version of a retriever.
Wow.
They're just so friendly. They're so friendly.
It's okay, Bella. I know he insulted you. He didn't put you number one. She's a Boston Terrier that I have.
Oh, yeah.
And he's, she actually was on his side, and now that he said that and didn't even recognize a Boston Terrier, she came over to my side.
Let me scratch that, you guys. My number one is not a Golden Retriever. It's not. I scratch that. My number one is a Boston Terrier.
She's like, he sucks.
My number one is a Boston Terrier because Boston Terriers are just awesome, cute little dogs,
Bella.
super friendly.
Say Bella.
Likes to wrestle.
Yeah.
Very gassy.
Oh yes.
Very gassy, but we're just used to that now, so it's just part of the gig. But yeah, those are my top 5.
All right.
I love that. All right, guys. So that's all we got. Hey, if you guys got a top 5, let us know what those are. Your favorite motels or hotels. How many times you heard? Let us know how many times you heard Stephanie say cock and balls or penis and cock.
Excuse me, penis and cock.
Right. Let us know how many times you do that. Yeah. And then what are your 5 type dog breeds? If you guys are pet lovers or animal lovers, let us know what your top 5 are. That'd be great. So any final words for this week to the crowd?
We must have fun, and it doesn't have to be just on weekends.
That is right. And my little last thing is be good humans, love each other. You never know when this world is going to end.
And love Boston Terriers.
I love Boston Terriers. You never know when the people you care about, it might be their last day. So just love them, appreciate them. Don't be scared and don't push them away.
Push.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.